up, grab a cup, tune in, gather round. It's coffee time with John and Christie now. From Mexico days to grandkids at play, we've got stories, laughs, and things to say. So sip that brew, let's talk a while. Life is sweet with a laid-back smile. One day a week, maybe two, you see. It's coffee time with John and Christie. We love our Mexico life. Grab your coffee, let's chat.
Well, good morning. Happy Tuesday.
Good morning, good morning. How is everybody today?
We are enjoying a coffee. We're a few minutes late. Now, Christie's blaming this on me, but it has nothing to do with me.
It's always his fault.
You were on the phone sending messages, chatting with people, saying, "Oh, I love you. Let's go shopping sometime."
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I don't like going shopping with anybody, especially John.
Mm.
He's a...
That is so lie. You love going shopping, and you love sitting on the computer on Amazon. Let me get that for you. Let me get that for you. Let me get that for the 12 people in our hood, so we can receive packages every single day, over and over and over again. So, what is going on in your world? Our world is a little complicated in that we live in Mexico.
Leslie says, good morning, be right back, need coffee. I hear you, sister.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear you.
Now, we've already had coffee today, so I don't know why we're drinking coffee again.
Because it's coffee time.
Okay. I do like our coffee. I mean, people like coffee at our house. We do have a commercial espresso machine because we were going to start a coffee shop. It's not going to happen. I wish it would. The problem is that we would be the ones that would have to show up when people didn't show up.
Good morning, Sherry.
And to get paid $2 to $5 an hour for a job, I'm not 15 anymore. Because that's how much. How much do you remember at Chuck E. Cheese when you worked there? How much we got paid? Now, obviously, you were a supervisor and made a little more.
Oh yeah, I was special.
But I think I only made $3 or $4 an hour.
Wasn't a lot.
No, and I got tips though. Got a lot of tips. Because I was.
Don't be such a turd.
No,
That was his biggest tip.
I was the skinniest Santa you could ever imagine. I used to have to go in, and so they had me as Santa Claus, and I was.
He was also the rat most of the time.
Yeah, but I was 16 at the most. And it was in the days when you used to have to do the towels, but they were connected. Do you remember? So they were a fabric towel,
Mm-hmm.
and you had to, and now they just throw all that stuff away. So I'm all wrapped up in this, and I'm ho, ho, ho to these little kids, and stuff is falling down to my pants, the little wrapping thing, because there's no way to do it easily. And I swear to God, I weighed 140 to 150 pounds, and it's the same height that I am right now. It was the strangest one, but I made like $100 for a half hour to an hour's work, which is interesting because when I was 12, I was making 60 to $80 an hour because I used to do radio shows when I was a kid with famous Canadians, David Suzuki, Colin McLean. The list goes on and on. It was Canadians, famous Canadians. Now, if you're American, sorry, you don't know any of them. I don't think anybody knew it. Even in Canada, I don't think people knew them. But I was Little Johnny Forget is what my stage name was. They chose that for me. Like, what the hell? Little Johnny. So, yeah, that was my name. Little Johnny.
Yeah.
So, I also received royalties. I would get checks for like 27 cents, 37 cents.
Yeah.
And then nothing.
Unfortunately, we don't get all that money anymore.
No, not at all. But I sure would like to hear a copy of them.
Oh, Pong, good morning. Jen, good morning. Leslie, you're back.
Actually, I should look and see if somebody's got to have a copy of them. They were on the Access network.
Does Access exist anymore?
I don't. Does Access exist in Alberta anymore? It's got to be somewhere. Somebody's probably put it on the internet or something. I should actually look and see.
Yeah, I bet you it's on YouTube somewhere.
That for me was the most shocking thing because I was a science geek as a child.
No, he's just a geek.
And David Suzuki in the day was the guy. And he's just a regular dude, but he swore a lot. And that was shocking to me because at 12 years old, you don't swear much. Not if you're not a pirate. But yeah, it was very shocking. But then it was like, this guy's the coolest guy ever. He uses the F word. Kind of silly when you think about it. Yep. Yeah, and the shows that we would do, like Vitamin B. What the heck? Or historic stuff. So I thought I wanted to be famous, and I'm very thankful that I'm not. Because I see people, but there's really cool people. Like, to me, I think the coolest Hollywood guy...
Sorry, I have a client that's on a cruise ship, and she's chatting with me right now, so I need to take advantage of her time, but I think I'm done now. So, but, because you only have so much internet that you use, and so, but I think I'm done now.
We've been watching lots of cruising shows lately.
John's itching to go back on a cruise.
I am itching to go on a cruise. But back to my famous person that I love the most. Don't know him, never met him. But Keanu Reeves, to me, just seems like the coolest guy. Every actor who's ever talked about him loves him.
Mm-hmm.
Every human being who's ever met him loves him.
And he's not been in any scandals like some other people who you think, like Ryan Reynolds. Everybody thought he was a great guy until of this blew up, and we're like, who are you really?
Yeah, but Keanu he's a nice guy. I mean, I've seen him on the subway. Obviously, there are videos, but he doesn't know he's being recorded.
Pung wants vitamin M. Money. Well, then maybe you should stay open a little longer, Pung.
If you want some vitamins, you got to have the shop open.
I know that we are having dinner on their last night, I think, with some friends.
Okay. What day is that?
The 30th, I do believe. Leslie says Keanu is a great guy.
See, I'm just telling you, he is a nice man. So I do like that.
I'm pretty sure it's the 30th.
He's a humble man. And there's something about humble people. I don't know what, because I'm not. We had trained our kids. Well, I don't even know if we trained them. But Mackenzie, mostly Mackenzie, be like, are you beautiful? Yes. Are you a good girl? Yes.
Are you smart?
Oh gosh,
are you
yes.
kind?
And then you'd say, are you humble?
No.
So yeah, she was
Hey
good.
John, we're just talking about you.
Hello. So yeah, I do want to go on a cruise ship. Christie was saying she wants to do a Mediterranean cruise, and I think that's a good idea.
What I actually said was next time we decide to go spend some time in Italy, I would like to do a Mediterranean cruise. So it's going to be a combo.
When I said it, I was very fast. When she said it, she went and did this.
I like to.
She stopped at all the stops. She took you along with her.
That's what you do on cruises.
It is what
and we'll stop at all the stops and take you guys along with us. Keanu is the only guy I'd marry if I decided to do it again.
Yeah.
And Nellie, good morning. Pung says she misses her son and it's too hot.
It is very hot here. Hot. And when I found out that the weather has been modified by government since the 60s in that time frame, kind of ticked. Because they keep saying, you're not allowed to do this, but they all do it.
Leslie, I'm very curious. Have you actually met Keanu Reeves in your lifetime, madam?
I really like to meet him, just to take him out for a drink and just kind of have a chat and just say thank you for, giving me the excitement of the John Wick movies.
Those are gory.
And the thinking of the Matrix movies, maybe the first one, the second and the third. Does anybody really watch those, really?
I don't know. I have something in my head.
But the first Matrix, oh my gosh, did that ever get me thinking? And now the way I see the world really is like the Matrix.
So actually, based on my question to Leslie, have any of you guys that are watching met anybody famous in your life?
Well, I went to school with a sort of kind of famous guy.
He's pretty famous now.
He is, but the most famous thing about him, though, to me, is that he was Mike Rowe's buddy for like 4 years in New York when they were starting out. Like, how crazy awesome would that be?
We knew him when it was Nathan Fillion. John knew him when
We were drama nerds together.
They were in high school, so I actually knew Nathan as well because I was hanging out with the drama nerds.
Yeah.
We also met. You met. What's his name from Kiss?
Oh, Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons.
Oh gosh, but also the bands and stuff when they did that. Also, Jim Senegal, kind of the creator of Costco. And the coolest thing about Jim, not a fan of his politics. Actually, not a fan of any politics. There are people that still believe.
I think it said you were drunk in high school. Not drama nerds, not drunk.
It said drummer nerds.
Drama.
But the people that still believe that Republicans and Democrats exist, get your head out of your butt.
Good morning, John Malpass.
They don't exist. It's a uniparty. It's controlled opposition. It is just to make us feel good as they rob us.
All right. Leslie said that she has not met him. She loves John Wick and Matrix movie. She's read a lot about him and stuff he does. Yeah. That's kind of our thing with him too. Have we met? Kenzie met Alice Cooper in an elevator in Edmonton.
Yeah.
She was in the elevator with this man, and she had no idea who he was because he actually just looked like a normal guy. And he kept looking at her like he was expecting something from her because it was just the two of them in the elevator. And so she was holding a tray. She was working at the hotel at West Edmonton Mall. And she was carrying a tray of pastries. And so he kept looking at her. So she's like, would you like one? She went to realize afterwards that it was Alice Cooper. So it was pretty funny. Mike says, don't forget to thank him for Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
That was a good movie.
No one's going to thank him for Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
He was a child in those days. And he grew up in Canada. But I think he's Lebanese. But he's got a Hawaiian name.
Keanu?
Yeah, I think it's Hawaiian. So what famous people have you met? And does fame even matter anymore? So many of them have blown their capital. Actually, Jennifer Lawrence, we were chatting about this last night. She's pretty much one of the few that I know has sort of kind of woken up in that she now realizes her words mean nothing. She says whoever she supported, they lose anyway. So now she's like, I'm done. I'm done. Because you piss off half of your audience when you do that. For the people that still believe that there is a left and a right and all of this stuff actually matters, it does not matter.
I used to really like Tom Hanks.
Yeah, me too, until he's part of the problem. Yeah. They're elite Hollywood.
Why can't people stay in their lane? If they're realtors, stay out of politics. If they're actors, stay out of politics.
No, it's not staying out of politics. It's
good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Lori.
It's shaking
good morning,
people
Dave.
and showing them politics are a lie.
Trying to change the subject. I'm sorry. I try. I really try, you guys.
Who's the guy? Samuel L. Clemens.
Jackson?
No. He was the author. Mark Twain. Mark Twain said it best when he said that elections are just like suggestion boxes at the plantation. That's it. And it's been that way for over 150 years.
Mike has met Lou Ferrigno, Pink,
I've met Lou Ferrigno.
and Hulk Hogan.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Hulk
Where
Hogan.
did you meet Pink?
Well, I think Hulk Hogan of that three. Mind you, Lou Ferrigno, have you seen him lately? He's 74,
he looks
75.
amazing.
He's so good.
He's aged really well. Who else did we say? We saw him on something, and I said, boy, Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
He's aged well. Like, he looks quite good.
Well, in the character, that was a very interesting thing. He does not like Mr. Bean, the character. Doesn't plan on doing him again. Also, there was only 14 episodes ever recorded and 2 movies. That was fascinating because it sure seemed like there was a lot more.
Yeah.
Because he was that good. It was playing in 190 countries, I believe.
Because you didn't speak.
You don't need a language.
So you don't need a language. I really enjoyed Mr. Bean. I mean, it's stupid, but it's funny. And it's clean and, so.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you have to have that certain kind of humor.
When he talks, though, he sounds like a very intelligent man.
He is a very intelligent
He was.
man.
He was an Oxford
What
engineer.
do you mean was? He's not dead, is he?
No,
I didn't think so.
Maybe he was in those days. He's drunk a lot. No, I'm kidding. I don't know him, and that's a joke. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. He sounds very smart. You're looking at everything, hon. What's going on?
Well, something beeped, but nothing showed up. But it showed up on my watch, and so it was. You're welcome.
Yes. So trying the different camera today. So these Osmo 3s.
So how does the picture look for you guys? That's a good question.
Well, it's faded more because the other one I can actually open the F.
Mr. Bean and the turkey on his head. I know. Funniest.
That was very
That ranks, for me, that ranks right up there with Lucy and the chocolates.
Yeah.
Those two, no matter how many times I've seen it, I laugh and laugh and laugh. They're just classic. Or the dentist one with
Harvey
Korman and the
Tim
other
Conway.
Tim Conway. Yeah, that's another one where you can watch it and you know exactly what's going to happen and you're still going to laugh anyways.
Or the one with the monkey story and the elephant story, and he did that twice. So, and it's the behind the scenes stuff that I love. That's what I always watch.
Leslie said the picture is very clear.
Okay.
Thank you, Leslie, for answering.
So if you want one of these Osmo 3s, my gosh, just go to Costco.
I think they're on sale right now.
Yes, they are. It's like 1,000 pesos, something like that. The nice thing is you can do a multi-camera.
1,000 pesos off. They're not 1,000.
Sorry, 10,000 pesos. You can actually do multi-camera angles, and the beauty is you can switch between them, and then it's like you've got a $20,000 studio. And you've got switchers and stuff. I just think that's such a good idea. And maybe we'll set something up like that. But the new Osmo 4 is out. It's got a a light attached to it, and it's got faster video. So you can go 240 frames a second.
We're probably going to be buying them.
Eventually. But I think I want maybe one or two more of the Osmo 3s.
Because I know he bought the 360 camera that I don't believe he's used once. He needed it.
Well, we're supposed to be doing stuff with it. And maybe it would have been good to have an employee that did this. All you have to do is just take the vehicle, pop it on the roof. We have these.
You can pretend we're Google.
Exactly. And then just drive around and then record areas.
I can't tell if it's my hair sticking out. When I look in here, maybe it's my ears. Are my ears that sticking out? Oh.
I don't know what to tell you, baby. Just as a quick, for your information, I could not do squats for 3 days because my legs were so sore.
His bum got flat again.
It didn't get flat. But I was surprised we had over 1,000 views on our birthday video.
Oh, my eyes are super warm.
That was weird.
Today.
But very
People
much thank you.
People always want to see our videos to see if you're still alive. Pretty sure that's why they join in.
It is true. And actually, if you watch the video of the birthday thing, you kind of know
why you should be checking in on him. 58 too much?
50 sexy.
58 and great would have been much better.
Actually, that would have been good, but I didn't think of that on the way to the office.
Oh, but you thought of 58 too much.
I wanted something so ridiculous, because obviously we're not eating like we did before. Although, my body thinks I am.
It's all the muscles in your butt.
Maybe. No, it's not. And I know most of this is water, but you still need to get rid of that water, because if you've got too much water in you and it's in your blood, that's what fills the veins up and your blood pressure goes up and stuff. Insulin sucks. Cortisol, not so much, but cortisol is needed. It's what wakes us up in the morning. But too much of it. We always think now in society that we feel like a lion is going to eat us, it's chasing us, but it isn't. It's just all in here.
I've never actually felt like a lion was chasing me.
I know. You sleep like it too. She sleeps all right. I don't.
You're such a whiner.
Well, no, not at all. It's just you get used to stuff. But you also know that you're aging yourself faster.
That's why I sleep like a baby and look at me.
You do look damn good. She does.
It's these bags under my eyes. No matter how
I
much
know.
sleep I get.
I know.
What do you mean I know? And you said, no, you look fine.
No. I'm talking like I have bags under my eyes. So the other day, I had to take a photo. No, I used an old photo and my bag's under my eyes. So ran it through Google, said get rid of my bags. And I thought it looked like me. And the girls were like, no, you look hideous. Stop it. So yeah, it was lots of fun.
Well, he played with that picture and then make me a 55-year-old man, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, God.
He looked like he was 75. I don't know what Google was doing to you.
Google thought I was from the 1950s.
It was funny, though. It was very funny.
And the truth is, though, if I was
Hey, Brad, how are you?
75,
How you healing?
I would be from the 50s.
It's the AI humanoid robots that are going to eat us that we should be afraid of.
Well, think about that for a second. AI is getting to the point now.
Do we have to?
Hey, the Iranians are proving it with the drones that they're creating, the explosive drones. They could just make those all day long and take us all out if they really wanted to. They being, we have no idea, which is the problem. I don't want to blow up, honey. I don't. Maybe you do. Maybe your day is so bad you want to blow up.
Hi, Brian. So my mom is in her new house.
She is.
We are. It is beautiful.
We're empty nesters.
We're empty nesters again. Our teenage mother and mother-in-law moved out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my mom is in her house, and
it's very pretty.
It is. Yeah, they did the company that she used did a great job, and I will put some pictures out there because I'd like to help them continue and get more business.
Well, we saw it on Facebook. It was a video somebody released on
Insta.
Facebook.
It was on Insta.
Insta. Is Insta different than Facebook? If you post it on Facebook, does it
I don't
instantly
know
go to
how
Insta?
those work.
Me either.
We should because
I know.
Someone tell us.
We're just not hip.
We're just old.
We are.
So Zach calls me this morning and he's like, Mom, I forgot to ask you, but we need help with the girls on Thursday. There's a thing at the school. They're going to a swimming pool and park and they need extra adults. Chuita and I can't go, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, well, I have an appointment, but let me see if I can switch it. And then I can help with the kids. And then he called me back about 5 minutes later. Oh, Mom, it's next Thursday. I'm like, okay, then I can do it next Thursday.
Yeah. I honestly thought that once he got married, his brain would clear up, but instead, I think his wife is so distracting to him.
Well, I told him, I said, from now on, when you need something scheduled, have Chuita talk to me. She knows.
And that is why I never talk to people.
Leslie said she got banned from Instagram because she never posted anything. Apparently, it was labeled offensive. That you didn't post? That sounds like something that would happen to John.
Possibly.
I use Instagram, and mostly what I do is I look at things, pottery and ceramics, that I can send to my daughter so she can make it for me.
And we incorrectly stated that Clay by Shay is her. It's not. It's Clay by Shay Pottery or something. Because there is a Clay by Shay. There's a real Clay by Shay.
That's right.
With a professional clay person.
Professional clay person.
And I was watching for days clay videos. And clay is everywhere. It is just underground and you can make your own and they have videos on it. And Christie, when she did her pottery thing from Oaxaca, he even showed her what to do. And we were watching this raw clay is what they do. So they dig for it, they make it, they have different ways they make it. And I just think it's so cool.
Yeah, she is Clay by Shay Pottery.
Yeah. So Clay by Shay Pottery, one word.
It's our daughter, yeah.
That's our daughter. She does
She made a
stuff.
Scrabble board out of ceramics.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome with all the little pieces and stuff?
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. How much would she charge for something like that?
I don't know. I imagine that would take a lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched this video from these Koreans, and what they do is they use this like a yarn and they make pictures and they made one of Bart Simpson's dad, Homer. And
What
they
a waste of yarn.
$1,000 for this thing, but it was very luxurious.
Luxurious.
You want to wrap yourself in Homer's
No,
face.
I don't want to.
Maybe.
No, don't.
Hmm.
Don't want to.
So nobody's told us any famous people that they've met.
Mike did.
We did hear a few people. So please, if you know anybody famous, let us know. Or used to be famous. It doesn't just have to be famous now. Maybe they're famous in the 70s, 80s, 90s. Christie did not like meeting a famous person. Not only that, a monkey. Like
Was
one
it
of
a real monkey?
the most famous monkeys of all did not like it. Very strange.
He was an ass. Sorry.
Quite possibly. We don't need to say who, but I think you know who.
I think he's the only one left.
I think he is actually.
But the way he drinks, no, sorry, just kidding.
No. His co-band guy, Mike Nesmith, his mother invented whiteout. This brain is full of so much garbage. But that was he was the heir to the whiteout fortune, plus his musical fortune.
Like the branded whiteout, not
branded. And he was a great musician, though. He really was. But they all are, and I don't know how they do that. We were chatting
Practice?
with our granddaughters, and our granddaughters do want to learn piano. So I think we've got to take care of that.
Leslie says, "Well, I drank beer with Ralph Klein, mayor of Calgary, premier of Alberta. Does that count?" I'm sorry that you had to do that.
Yeah. See, even Ralph
He
Klein.
was a bit of a drunk and an ass.
But the most fascinating thing about him is he ran for leader of the Liberals, lost.
And then went over to
I
the
believe he
Conservatives.
lost to Decor. Was it Decor? I can't remember. So then he just runs for the Conservatives and he wins on a populist ticket.
Jen met Phyllis Diller in
Phyllis Diller, great.
Vegas when she was in university.
Great gal. We did meet the guy who started as this great man. He's with his wife. She was this support. She was this rock. She kept pushing him on. And then he gets famous and then he starts, sleeping with his coworker.
I think it was his assistant.
Yeah.
Who was that? One of the ventriloquist guys.
The guy who sang as well, and he America's Got Talent. He won that. We saw him in Vegas, met him. We paid for it. Good guy, but not as a human being though. Any guy's going to do that to his wife.
Good entertainer.
Who stuck with him.
Yeah, it was his biggest support when he wanted to stop.
Yeah, most women would be like, "Get a real job. We need money." And she's like, "No, you've got talent. Stick with it, baby. You're going to rock this world." He rocks the world, takes the rock with him. What a jerk.
No,
I can't remember his name.
no, me either.
If you remember his name, America's Got Talent, the puppet guy. Ventriloquist, singer. And he was okay. His voice was okay when he did it. But who else did you guys meet? So we've got Phyllis Diller. That's kind of like a rock star in the comedy world.
Yeah.
Especially in the day as a female, in a time when females didn't have really rock star abilities. Even with Lucille Ball. Now, the question is, would Lucille Ball have been Lucille Ball without Desi Arnaz? Because Desi is the one, the comedy television, the 3-camera setup, that was his invention.
My sister-in-law
She was.
from Florida, she met Lucille Ball's daughter because she was with the impersonators of Lucille Ball, at least back then, they needed to be approved by the family. So my sister-in-law, Stacy, was approved by the family to be Lucille Ball. And she was
There you go.
excellent
She
at
was.
it.
She
Even
was.
her, you look at pictures, especially when they put them in black and white, and it was hard to tell that she was not Lucille Ball.
Well, she wasn't a redhead.
Well, she played one on TV.
That's true, but I don't
At
think Lucille was a
Universal
redhead
Studios.
either. I think she was a real redhead.
I don't know. I didn't check.
Well, okay. So if you're not going to tell us who else you know,
Well, people are telling us maybe they just didn't meet anybody. I mean, not everybody meets famous people.
Yeah,
If we would have stayed in Alberta, we would have never met some
That's
of the
true.
people that we met
that's true.
down here.
Actually, it was kind of funny the night we met Gene Simmons because we were with friends of ours, Tom and Peg from Sylvan. And Tom's like, hey, it's Gene Simmons. I'm like, first of all, how do you know that's Gene Simmons?
Because you didn't have makeup on.
No, and he's like, no, he has a TV show. I'm like, what? Because we weren't watching television in those days. And even now, we don't watch network television. I don't think anybody watches network television. But he's like, yeah, he's got a TV. So I said, hey, Gene, are you in town to buy real estate?
Because we had just started
Elements.
our Elements Realty Group.
He's like, oh, and then he took me under his arm because he is a giant. Even his
Very
wife,
tall.
giant. His kids, giants. I mean, if you believe the Nephilim are who they say he is, he has to be Nephilim. I'm just saying.
Wasn't that tall?
Giants. But we're walking along, and he's just telling me how I have to sell to celebrities. And essentially, all you do is you give them 10%, get their name,
And give them a free condo.
free condo. It's like,
So, just pay them.
just pay them, and they'll work for you.
And they'll say whatever you want them to say.
Or I'm a puppet.
That's what he said anyways. We don't know. We didn't do it because we didn't have any money at that time.
No, we did not. And even when we did have money, I don't know if we would. It's just everything changed. I think the famous people have lost any clout that they have.
Well, I think, yeah.
It's just too bad.
For most people, not everybody.
The world is in meltdown mode in so many ways. And these famous people that still believe they have a voice, it's kind of, don't be dumb. You don't.
Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb.
And not only that, these people are famous for saying somebody else's words. Essentially, they're lying. And we're like, ooh, they're the best liars ever.
Wow.
It is true.
Wow.
Okay, you may not know this, Christy, but Tom Hanks is not really Forrest Gump. You may not know that. She may believe he is. I don't know.
And he didn't own that bookstore chain and
No.
Sleepless in Seattle. Not Sleepless in Seattle.
Nobody knows how much it costs to fly to Seattle.
It wasn't Sleepless in Seattle. It was You Got Mail.
You've got mail.
Sleepless in Seattle. He was an architect, I think.
My favorite, though, was Bosom Buddies. Him and Peter Scolari in the, I believe, late 70s, early 80s, when they dressed as women.
So they could have cheap housing.
If you don't remember the show, my gosh, you need to find it. And there are places that you can find anything that you want online. Old television, that kind of stuff. Anything that you can imagine.
Why do you have to say it so ominously?
Well, no, we've been watching Perfect Strangers from the 80s. My God, I loved that show.
Yeah,
it was
it's a fun
so
show.
innocent and fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we need television like that again. Too many people it's just so corrupt.
And it almost always ended with kind of a little life lesson.
Yeah. Larry.
Not like Bluey.
Bluey, oh my gosh. Bluey gets 9.7 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database.
Oh, I believe it. I love watching. I can watch the Bluey with the girls all the time.
What I am wondering is
watch it.
what 0.3% of the population
Didn't like Bluey.
is so evil.
Maybe they don't like dogs. Maybe it would have been better if it was cats for them.
Maybe they should a Bluey cat thing.
No.
Dogs, I think, are the only ones that could get away with being kind all the time.
Yeah, cats are assholes.
Cats are assholes.
And they'll eat you.
They
when
will.
You die.
They will. People don't think about that. Your pet is looking at you and it's licking you, and they think, "Oh, he's licking me because he loves you."
Wouldn't.
He's tasting you. He's like, one day she's gonna fall on the floor. I will eat her face.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Cats are coming around you. Dogs, they're like, Timmy fell in the well. Cat's like, Timmy fell in the well.
I pushed Timmy.
I pushed Timmy, yes. Exactly.
Oh, God, this went downhill fast.
It did. Thank you, Timmy.
All right, on that morbid, weird note, we're going to let you guys stew on that for a bit.
We sent Timmy in the well. Timmy's going to die.
Have a great week. Bye, guys.